Hi, good day everyone, and welcome to today's OneSolve Inventor feature session. You are here with Yashin, and the tool I'm going to showcase today is going to be Direct Edit. Direct Edit is a great tool to use if you want to make quick manipulations or changes on a part. It's also great to use if you've got imported data that you'd like to manipulate, such as step files or anything that comes from another CAD application. And such is the case today. So we have a part that's imported into Inventor, and if you have a look at the model browser, there are no features that we can edit or manipulate. However, we'd still like to make some adjustments to this component itself, and that's where direct edit comes in handy. So in order to use this function, it's quite straightforward. All you have to do is find it inside your ribbon. It's going to be called direct for direct edit. Once you activate it, you will have access to a whole bunch of tools that you can actually use. So the first one we're going to have a look at is move. I'm just going to select that and choose a face on my model by using this little node that appears. Okay, if I hold control on my keyboard, it allows me to manipulate the node a lot easier, and all I have to do is simply select the face I'd like to transform, and this is going to work like an extrude. So once I've got my face, I just need to select on the direction I'd like to increase the length of this part by, and I can be more specific and type in a length value. So that will be 20 millimeters, and I can confirm that input. And you'll see that increases overall length of the part itself. Next up is I'd like to change the size of the counter bores. Okay, well, actually transform them from counter bore holes to normal holes. How I do this is by using the delete function in the dialog box. Okay, this allows me to delete faces. So all I have to do is simply toggle the delete function, highlight the faces I'd like to remove, and those would be all the ones on top of the holes themselves that create the counter bores. Once I've grabbed all of those, I simply need to select confirm or apply, and you'll notice those holes have now transformed from counter bore to plain holes. Next up is the hole is slightly out of position. These ones particularly where we increase the length of the component, so I'd like to move those over just to align them a little bit better. In order to do that, I once again can use the move function. Okay, toggle it and select the holes I want to move. Okay, and I can select more than one at a time. Once I've selected the holes themselves, all I have to do is specify the direction I'd like to move them, simply by grabbing the triad indicators to determine the direction. And I can specify a specific distance, which would be 20, the same amount that I increase the length by, and select apply. So those holes have now moved position. Next up, I may want to change the size of each of those holes. In our direct edit dialog box, we do have a size function that I can toggle and simply select the holes I want to resize and grab all of them very quickly. And in this case, I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm going to drag the manipulator. As we move it inwards, it makes the hole smaller. As we move it outwards, it makes it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to make it 1 millimeter bigger in size and confirm that input. And there you have it. We have quickly transformed or manipulated this part using the direct edit tool. Something to take note of before we end this session is in your model browser, all of those tools that you use for direct edit build there, and they are editable functions, so you have some kind of intelligence built into this component. Thank you for watching the session, and stay tuned to our YouTube channel for more content.